probably the biggest artist you've worked with, definitely in her own opinion, would be Madonna. So how did that come about?
That came about because I know who called me. So it is her producer at the time was a chap called Stuart Price, really super talented English producer, now based in LA, and he had just co-written and produced her Confessions on the Dance Floor album, and was also involved very much in her live shows as a keyboard player, on-stage keyboard player, and band musical director. And Stuart works still. I mean, I haven't spoken to him in some time, but he's still a very committed Logic user, and had done I think almost all the record was tracked in his attic flat in Maida Vale. That album, right, which had hung up the sort of ABBA loop sample that was the big hit on that album. And so they wanted somebody who was kind of able to take those sessions and take charge of running the playback side of things for the tour. And I was recommended to Stuart, and I went to meet him, and we got on really well. And so I did what was her promo tour for that album. And then, I should actually mention someone we have in common who was very much part of that, was Steve Sadelnik, who was the drummer on that tour. And Steve and I had done sessions together in the studio on a bunch of records. I think also Sophie Elis Bextor's record and various other things. And so I think Steve was quite instrumental in supporting my suggestion that I be involved. And I think that gave everyone some confidence that this was the right person. So that's how I initially got there. I'd never done a gig of any description because I'd left school and started working in a studio. So I wasn't really in bands or anything like that. And so it was quite a leap of faith on everyone's part, and my own, actually, looking back. I went from having never done a gig to opening the Grammys.